let me see if this works. Okay. What's up, guys? This is my first video, and we're going to be playing Trailmakers. So, basically, this is a building game where you can basically build whatever you want, from cars to boats to tanks to even airplanes. I built a custom F-14 right here. And basically, I'm going to show you the main basics and everything on how I build tanks. You don't have to follow how I build it. You can add whatever you want. So first, I actually have every single DLC except for the new one. I don't have the Frozen Tracks or the Hat DLC, but I have every single one except for those. So first, you can choose whatever color you want. It doesn't even matter. If you do like a camo or glow or any of this stuff, if you don't have any of those. But for sake of camo, just in case you want to battle someone like your friends or other people in multiplayer servers, which we will be going in later, you need camo to camouflage yourself. Not really, but yeah. So I'm going to go with like this tan color, like the sand, which is kind of like a brick orange-ish, which actually I'm gonna go with like a weathered kind of look, because then it kind of matches like the sand. And then I'm going to go to set as default, so every single block in place is gonna have that style. So I like to build out first. I'm gonna make a pretty big tank, use the new tracks in the new update, which actually is not new no more, but yeah, same thing. I'm gonna build out a bit, like a little bit more maybe, and I'm going to put the new tracks, the Golem track, which is very heavy. Of course you need to put on both sides. I'm actually gonna make this tank pretty fast, so I'm gonna put a dragon engine right there. Sorry if you hear the TV in the background. And then I'm gonna put the tank steering mechanism, because if I put gyros, it's gonna be kinda hard to turn and stuff. So alright. So I'm gonna put some pretty, not big, but pretty large blocks. So this is the biggest, basically the biggest building block in the game. Unless you count like the long truss blocks or like the other blocks. But like the biggest frame block, that's what I meant. I'm just gonna fill in the bottom so you can't really see those. See the stuff. And then we need a turret. I'm actually gonna build down so we can put in a turret. And I'm gonna put one block there and another there. We just basically need to fill that in. So now it's very flat on the top. That's good, so you can put our turret. And now you can use like controlled blocks, like a rotating servo and stuff, to move your turret around. But that also kind of, but I like to use the aiming servo, kind of like War Thunder, where you use your mouse to move like the turret and stuff, which I'm just used to. I'm gonna leave it at that too, because any higher kind of glitches out and any lower is like not really suit for battle. I don't really get the dampen part, so I'm just gonna leave all this like that. Verticality checks. We need this to be off, because if the tank is on its side or upside down, you need to still use the turret just in case you're fighting somebody. And if the verticality checks is on, you can't move it, which is a big problem. So I'm gonna turn that off. And to make sure the turret actually can move and not stick to the ground, I use any type of logic gate or stuff where one of the parts, you see, it's not connected. So I'm going to use that all around my turret. It's going to be a pretty big turret. Whoops. So that's actually a pretty big turret. I'm going to get rid of parts because it's a really big turret. Bigger than I want it to be. So that's a pretty good turret now. You don't have to, but I like to make my turrets like a roundish. So I'm going to use this. It's one of the new blocks where it goes from a square type of like block to a round. That's why it's called single round to square transition 2x2x2. And I'm just going to put it on every corner except for except for both of the top corners, or the front corners, because that's where we're going to put our next aiming servo, which is going to move our turret up and down. Now, I've been building turrets and tanks since like almost a year now, and I know all the tips and tricks, but for now I'm going to make a simple basic tank. So now it's on its side. We need to turn that off. And we can't make it go all the way around like this, because then it'll glitch and try to go into the tank, and then it'll break it. So wait, I'm going to put that at like a 10-degree angle, and I'm going to put this at like a 70-degree angle. And then we need to put this on both sides. It's not going to work because it's not the same as that. So we need to do it again, but on the opposite side. So 70 and this is 10. So now they will both work. And then last but not least, we need to add the guns, or the gun. So I'm going to add this, because we're going to add one of the big guns. So that's the turret, basically. I like to fire the main gun with my left finger. So I'm going to use that. That's just me, though. You don't have to do the same thing as me, but that's just what I like to do. By the way, this can't be connected to there. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to smooth it out, and then after we'll add some details, and then we're going to go into a public lobby. So, time to smooth it out a bit at the front, because we need aerodynamics. So it's not too slow, because that's kind of a disadvantage if it's too slow. That's why I added one of those big engines, because this tank right now is basically almost at 700 kilograms. Or whatever. I'm gonna add this part to this part. I'm gonna add like a slope. A 3x1 because it's 3 blocks tall. Whoops. I'm gonna copy that. Alright, I'm gonna save this. Oh yeah, this is how much bullets I have, by the way. I'm gonna make this. Just go with a simple name like tank. You can even put like an actual what's it called, factory number name, like what the company's named by. Let's say like, I don't know, like from the same company that makes the A-bombs, like M1A7, which probably isn't a tank, so I'm gonna name it like that. But you could do whatever. I'm just gonna name a tank though. And let's test it. Let's see if it works as planned. Okay. I'm gonna add more guns like a machine gun. But it moves pretty fast. It works like normal. And I'd say it's pretty good. I like it so far. Even the turret looks kind of cool. It reminds me of like one of those old like tanks that the Soviet Union used, like T-34, like the turret kind of. I don't know why it reminds me of that for some reason. Even though it definitely does not look anything like it. Now let's add some decoration to give it some good chef's kiss looks. I'm gonna add like air vents, kind of like how tanks have like air vents at the back and stuff. So I think that should be enough because I don't want the turret to accidentally hit it. And some tanks, I still don't know what they are or what they're called, but it has like this thing at the back. I don't know what it is, but it gives it like a cool look. It's like, I like to use this, but they have like this thing like at the back. I don't know what it is, but it just looks cool. So I'm gonna add that. If someone knows the name or something, tell me, but it's like, I don't know. I'm actually gonna put it more down. Like, I don't know what it is, but tanks have it at the back of the turret too, but no one's gonna add that. Next, I'm gonna go with like a flag. Like, I don't know. Oh, chicken flag. Chicken flag. Chicken. I like to add decals, like funny decals. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like eyes and stuff. I like to add decals. They give it like life. If you know what I mean. They give it like, whoops. Yeah, they give it life. And if you add like one of these goofy faces, it looks cool. And it adds a sense of humor for a freaking titanium metal giant killing machine. It makes it like a cartoonish look. Which one should I use? This one. It's like a cartoonish look. And then this killing machine now looks like cool. Like a cool killing machine. And I'm gonna add a machine gun. It says I have the DLC. I can use like actual machine gun look. And we have to make it different. Whoops. You don't have to, but I make it different from the actual cannon. Cause that's how it is in like War Thunder or the games. Sorry, that was my brother. Alright, so now we have our finished tank. Yes, they do. I have to cut this out because my microphone is on. I told you to be quiet. So, let's just climb up this hill. Very strong power because I had the I'd say it's pretty good. Alright. So now, just make sure I'm always gotta save it. And now, let's go into a public lobby. Oh yeah, by the way, they have a tank tutorial too if you need that. Let's go to the. So just waiting to load in. Of course, there's no voice chat in the game. Oh yeah, I hope that'd be cool if they add any voice chat. This is a cool plane. Next, maybe I'll do a plane tutorial. They never fly straight though, never in this one. Alright, so let's go find somebody. They would like the battle. We got Raven 289, Ark, and Willoughby, I think. So, Willoughby. Let's see if they're nice people. Some people aren't nice though. Okay. A video, if you don't mind. And basically, I am building a tank and coming to fight. So, if you want, you would like it's safe and under spawn. Sometimes it doesn't really work because I don't really like to fight. But I think we did. Oh, if he likes Swedish, or if he likes European, I don't mind. Cause he had K, it was like the J. Who would like to fight? What a video. No one? Sorry, bad days. Cough throat. It's just not clearing up. I'm not sick, really. Oh, wow. So he literally just got the same fight, or 15 minutes ago. I'm gonna go to a different lobby. Alright, I'm gonna go search for other people that would like to fight. Sometimes people don't really like to fight, but that's alright. Second lobby. We just joined this one. That's full. Planes, it's full. Okay. Hide full servers. No password. There we go. That will help. Oh. Deutsch. I'm not gonna join a Deutsch server right now. German and English. Add space. I guess that's the person's name. It's touchdown, so I guess my camera won't work. So let's see if anyone would like to fight. Yo. So basic how score. And I'm searching for someone to fight. I just got done building a tank for a video, and I'm still recording it, if that's fine. This guy has really overpowered things. I don't really like to do things like that much. What is happening? What? What is happening? What just happened? Hello. Would you like to fight? Yes, I am recording. Like to fight. Holy cow. I just got obliterated. Good game. Holy cow. Oh, okay. Y'all are the OGs. So I'm going. A cat drinking poison. I don't know why. that. I touched that. I just broke things. Y'all can shout out yourself if you want. The video is coming out today. You can watch it. Come out. What time is it? Oh, 5 o'clock today. If I can do that. Yes, the American. That's pretty good aim. Not to like say it though, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go. So, y'all have yes. Oh wow, nice thing. The tractors, okay. Bye bye.